Hey, Chocograph. See? We got Chocographs. We didn't get any of them in the previous one. Okay, so I just gotta double check how many Chocographs we have here. Or we can return. So we have... already have them. Okay. So now we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So there's actually just 3 Chocographs in this location. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. But that's so uninspired. Not that Choco's any better though, mind you, but still. It's like name me a dog Woof. You know? That's the second one. Okay, we're powering through these Chocographs like crazy here. Oh, I know. Now I know why Choco hasn't been complaining about it. So it might just be that we have all the Chocographs we can find at the time being, but there is one that is locked behind finding every single graph in this place as well. Hence you couldn't find it in the forest. I believe that might be the reason we didn't find the last one in the forest. Also, I would like to know how many Chocograph pieces I have. It's just a truck. Delivery truck, it seems. Come on. Let's see. I can get these vegetables change their color. That takes a few days. It's basically a pet you can use in combat. Cool. But that's the hunter, you know. That's the hunter. And you have pet battles. Let's see how many Chocographs we actually, graph pieces we have. We have 3. So we need 3 more. There are 6 of them total. Actually, were there 3? Yes. Ah. I guess they don't want the hunters to feel less unique for not being special with a pet that fights for them. Oh, hello. That was nice. Hey, we're going fast here. Should we double check that? There should be a chocobo. No? I was hoping that would be a chocograph piece. We're getting so many points in this place. Just powering through it. So let's see how many points we get for this. So we get a double for this one, and just powering through it, powering through it. Well, also have to remember that World of Warcraft, like the game itself, is at its end game for the most part, unless you want to like start collecting, like collecting transmutes, transmogs and stuff like that. Meanwhile, Final Fantasy has the game is the entire thing, not just the end game, from what you've said. Meanwhile, World of Warcraft has very limited story, like outside of the end game, or well, end game of an expansion, you know, and there's no really point. It's not really a cohesive story either, you know, and outside of the expansion, with the exception of a Miss of Pandaria and ending towards Wars of Draenor. I mean, Waters of Draenor had, or I suppose you can argue that Waters of Draenor had story connection to Legion with Gul'dan and all that stuff, but nothing that really you have to play through Waters of Draenor to actually understand. You only have to see that, hey, Gul'dan is here. He should be dead, and he's summoning bad things, so we have to kill him. Come on, where is it? At the same time though, I mean, from the perspective, I think it's just a difference in what they feel is integral to the game's story. In that sense, I mean, For Warcraft, it's like the latest thing. Blizzard wants people up on the latest content. While for Final Fantasy, it seems like they just want everyone to see all of it, you know? And one can certainly appreciate both approaches to a certain degree. For instance, I don't mind one bit that I got to skip Miss Pandaria when I went into Warlords, and then when I just like, no, I don't want to do Warlords, just go straight into Legion, because I really didn't like. I didn't like Miss Pandaria, and I didn't like Warlords of Draenor. And likewise, right now, I don't like BFA too much, so I wouldn't want to have to go through BFA more than necessary if I were to like go with other characters and stuff like that. Now, do be aware that, of course, I haven't played FF9, no, 14 at all, so I don't know how it all works, but hey, there it is. So, like, I could probably enjoy just playing through all of Final Fantasy 14 stuff, but at the same time, you know, I have to actually do it. I do enjoy storytelling. There's also another thing I believe about in terms of World of Warcraft, where they have, you know, it's about the story of the characters you have seen in like so many games before and books. I don't know how that is in Final Fantasy 14. For instance, like Pandaria the story of Pandaria didn't interest me at all. I mean, I didn't like it. I did enjoy, like, I was interested in Warlords of Draenor, but with how they handled it, I just didn't like the way it went. Legion, however, like, the Burning Legion, like, the culmination of, like, 20 years of story, if you will, is, yeah, very, like, was compelling to me. Now, though, it's just back to the faction wars, and sure, the Old Gods is kind of interesting. It's not what I really got into World of Warcraft for, at least not. And of course, the beginning was, in Classic, there was not really a story to the game, at least not that overarching villain, you know. That came in the Burning Crusade, with Illidan being portrayed as the big bad. And likewise, in Wrath of Lich King, you had, well, the Lich King. And then came Cataclysm with Deathwing, you know. Just keeps on piling these big lore characters on you to fight and just to look forward to. And then came Miss Pandaria, and it was like, kind of like they wanted to get back to like the storytelling and structure of Classic a little bit, and then like the exploration part, which made Classic very magical. But I don't think they really captured that, because they still try to do the whole faction war thing at the top of it. So yes, well, the beginning of it, like the first patch, was very much like explore this land, unexplored land for the Alliance or the Horde, you know. But then it's like, yeah, let's conquer this and bring this into the fold, and you know, it's like, yeah, that was not really what I wanted. So yeah, I did not really play through any of that. Yeah, so I don't mind the fact that like the lore is contained to the game itself. I don't mind that, but that means you have to really invest into the characters of the game and make them compelling, as well as the story of the game in the game. Meanwhile, World of Warcraft has all this support from all of its numerous amounts of books, which gives you all these characters to do. I mean, Saurfang. High Warlord Saurfang had a brother named Broxigar, and he is literally the biggest, baddest, meanest orc in history of Warcraft. And you don't see him in the game, but he is the one He's also incidentally the reason the Burning Crusade became interested in the orcs. Because using an enchanted axe, as an axe that Cenarius made, Broxigar wounded Sargeras. Like, think about that. Broxigar, this mean old orc, wounded a titan. That is incredible. And it also built a little bit on the legend of Saurfang himself. Because, from Classic there was this whole meme about Saurfang. Saurfang was Warcraft's version of Chuck Norris. Because, well, the way you could fight him back in Classic, during the whole, if you were to attack, Cleaves, and the thing was, every single time someone in the group critted Broxigar, he would instantly cast Cleave. So if you have an entire raid party, and say for every second you get 1 or 2 crits from the entire group, that's a lot of Cleaves. So who needs roundhouse kicks when you can cleave people with a big axe? That's how it went. Likewise, Ronin that died in at Theramore, he was also together with Jaina for a while, if I recall correctly. He was introduced in the books. I think the first book was Day of the Dragon, and there's a lot of books with him as well. And the fact that you can read about these characters and then see them in the game, I think is a lot of the appeal to Warcraft. That you have these cool legendary characters, if you will, or heroic characters from literature that you can then go into the game and see and interact with. And likewise, there's just so many books around Warcraft. So, and I wouldn't be surprised if literature has brought people into Warcraft. I mean, War of the Ancients, the War of the Ancients trilogy is an amazing piece of literature. I really like those books. They're not perfect, of course, but they are really good. And like being introduced to like Illidan before he became Betrayer, and just seeing how he, like his jealousy towards his brother, and like his envy of his power, that his brother is special and he is not, despite the fact that Illidan has this prophesized eyes thing going on for him, or something like that, irks him, and yet his brother is the center of attention, stuff like that. It is really cool to see and read. Okay, so I've been going for a little while again now without finding any of those chocograph pieces. I have a feeling that I can't find those chocograph pieces until I continue. Simply because there might be a chance that you would basically begin sequence breaking parts of the game, sure that the sections or access to certain things that you shouldn't be able to get to. For example, vendors. You can't. When you have the Chocobo, the next level of the Chocobo, you can fly with Chocobo, and it's a bit too early to actually do flying. So I guess that might be why I'm not getting anything. So I think I'm going to stop here and just pick up all the treasures I can. Because I believe we have all of them now, at least that we can, access from this point. since we're not getting any of those Chocoboing pieces, those crabs. So yeah, I'm gonna stop doing this whole thing and just find all the treasures that we have Chocographs for, and juice. I might actually stop the stream, so this entire stream will be all about this Chocobo quest lines and the things we can do with the Chocobo. At least at this time in the game. There's still some other hidden treasures we can find. I will go and fish up, which will give us some immense power boosts. Okay, so let's see. Can we buy anything good here? Not really. I don't want to. I am a little bit unimpressed by this kid. That is a kid. That is a kid. And I am, yeah. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we need to get the airship before we can get the rest of the Chocobo pieces. So we have 3 pieces. Let's see. We have 3 pieces. Hello there, Juso. Oh well. This ocean is a small reef. I'm doing fine, thank you. We can't do this one. Let's see. How are you? This fine day. This warm, fine day. Let's see. I believe we can do this one. Before that, though, I'm gonna go and pick up a item. Early morning. Yeah, that would be very early over on the west coast. Sheesh, that is early. I know that my co-workers who are working in San Francisco are not due to... Oh shoot, I think I did just make a mistake here. Yeah, I should not have gone up here. Not due to get to the office until like for another 2 hours? So that is early. Okay, so there's a treasure over here that we shall pick up. I think we can get, I think it's Vivi's best weapon. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. Just need to get over there. Oh, come on. So what's your plan for today? Just work or? Okay, where are we now? That's Alexandria, Burmesia, Evil Forest. Oh, I messed up. Damn it, I'm too far. I'm gone too far. Me. It's down here. Oh, cool. Ah, I see. That's Trino, so it should be over here. There it is. Oh. Oh, come on! I'm just right on top of it. Oh, okay. So I actually have to go. Okay. No, it is like this. I've already been in Quan's dwelling and there's pepper on the. Oh, okay. So I actually have to stand on top there. Right. Detours, detours, detours. Let's see, can we get up there in an easy way? No. But that is cool. That's nice. So we actually have to stand on the ledge up here to get it. Now, where is it? There it is. So we have to stand on this one then. No? Okay. Okay, let's try this then. Oh, come on! I've already been in here. Really? I can't bother taking any of those treasures. There's nothing in those treasure chests. Looks like foam. Use dead pepper. It's higher than I thought. Feed dead pepper. So I was almost right with this one. Or Topaz Tiger Racket. So that is, if I'm not mistaken, oh, I get it now. I believe that is Aiko's best weapon. Which gives Dispel. I think also Garnet can use it. And there's no reason not to use it for her right now. Oh, we should also swap this one to something else. I guess we'll be using the Carnbuckle. Ooh, half MP. That is so good. Protect Ring is so powerful. But let us get the this one. Also, now we have a bunch of other things. Can we learn anything? Vivi can. But we don't have Vivi with us. So what are you planning to do if you want to, if you don't mind telling us? Just go out and have fun? I almost have this one. Sedane. Do I really already have all of them? Really? Okay. No. Eating out is fun, though. I'll be eating out today as well. The term is mentioned, stuff face with sushi until we hate ourselves and explode.